Hello, this is William McKissock, your expense reduction specialist. And as you know, although we're not a marketing company, we're an expense reduction specialist company. We love to promote other businesses on social media for free. And today I have with me Scott Dollar, who's the CEO of Ideal Technologies. Great to see you, Scott.
You too, William. Appreciate the opportunity to come on your channel, man. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on board. And for viewers, we're going to get into some questions. The Ideal Technologies is an IT company, and Scott's going to tell you a little bit more about who the company is and where it comes from, etc. So, Scott, let's get started and tell the viewers you're an IT company. Who are you, and how did you end up where you are now?
Sure. So yeah, Ideal Technologies. We're a managed IT services company. We're based here in Tampa, Florida. Kind of core services for us are around managed IT, cloud, and of course, cybersecurity. I've been in the industry now for 16 years. This is managed IT services company number 4 for me. I've done different stints, whether as an employee, business owner, or consultant for other organizations over the years. But Ideal is relatively new in the our next venture into the managed IT space.
So obviously lots of experience in the space, and as you said, you've had other companies, you've worked for other companies, so you bring that to the table with this new venture in a space you've been in a while. So IT technologies, I mean, most people know what IT is, but just kind of give us a little breakdown as to what you actually do with your business.
Sure. We're all B2B, so we work with primarily small companies. For me, that's 5 to 50 employees or so. Our business has been referral for many years. So nearly 100% of our clients are through word of mouth or network client referrals. But basically for small businesses, think of us as the IT department. So doesn't make a lot of sense for a small company to invest in the payroll for a full-time IT professional. One, there's not a ton of need that would require a full-time person, where they can outsource the day-to-day help desk support for their employees, to more strategic initiatives around cybersecurity or risk to the organization. And by outsourcing that, they get access to many IT resources that they typically wouldn't be able to employ within their business. At the same time, save money on what it would cost to have that full-time employee.
Yeah, but we like that at Schooley Mitchell. As you know, we're an expense reduction consulting company. So, as you were saying, you bring in an IT professional through your organization rather than having a full time employee with all the payroll costs and all the hassles that comes with having an employee. You guys are at arm's length, so you don't have that pain point as well as the savings.
Absolutely. The other thing with that too, William, is if you have an IT person, one individual within your organization, they're not bringing all of the IT resources within our organization, but also all the technology that we use across many businesses in all different industries, all sizes, that we bring to the table that that individual normally wouldn't have experience with or access to.
Yeah, again, that's similar to what we like at Schooley Mitchell because we're working for tons of companies outside of a business. And because you're doing that, it makes complete sense to what we're talking about is that you're bringing that knowledge and experience for working for hundreds of companies to your client.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what does a typical day in the life look like for you and your company? And what does a typical client look like in that day in the life?
Sure. So my role as CEO with Ideal, I'm all about developing relationships and partnerships, whether through the my community of networking partners, clients that I've worked with over the past 21 years here in the Tampa Bay marketplace. Um, for me, developing those relationships, I spend a lot of my time nurturing client relationships, helping them grow their businesses through technology. But on the technical side of the business, where we're supporting our clients, it can be everything from adding or removing employees within an organization, making sure that they have all the equipment, computers, laptops, that they might need to do their job. One, two, have access to the information that they need. Are they Office 365 new email user, Google user? There's going to be applications within the business. If it's an accounting employee that needs access to QuickBooks, is it a sales person that needs access to Salesforce? We'll work with the client to actually get all those systems set up so when that employee comes into the business, that they have access to everything they need day one. The other side of that, if an employee is leaving the organization, making sure that access to those systems are removed, so there's no risk of any kind of data loss or breach within the organization.
So essentially, you guys make any transition much smoother and easier. Whether it be removing, adding, you can make it a much more smooth and easy process.
Sure. And for every business too, there's the tactical stuff that happens where we're fixing printer issues, or somebody has forgotten their password, or can't get access to an application. We'll help through all the day-to-day tactical issues that many employees have to deal with. But at a higher level, from more of a strategic point of view, for organizations that have compliance, regulatory concerns, concerns around data security, we help with securing all that data and that information for an organization that in the case of some type of catastrophic event, whether could be fire, flood, cyber attack, that we've got plenty of redundancy and backup for our clients to ensure that they're still able either to recover from whatever the disaster might be, but also just continue on as if nothing ever happened in the business.
Fantastic. If you're watching this video, you'll see Scott's details underneath his portion of the video. Reach out. If you're a business with 5 to 50 employees, that's the ideal target for Scott and his company. Go get it, because as you can hear, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that businesses don't have the time and the knowledge and the energy to deal with. Scott can do that for you. So, Scott, as a final thought, we're both in the Tampa Bay area, Florida. Where do you operate as a company? Florida, Tampa Bay, across the whole country?
So we can work with clients all across the United States and internationally. I've had clients overseas, as far as Morocco. For our sales and marketing purposes, I typically focus my efforts and energy around the Tampa Bay marketplace.
Yeah.
But we currently have clients as far as California. So most of what we do is remote. So if we're remoting into computers and helping users with just the day-to-day issues, or working with clients around those compliance and regulatory concerns, we really can work from anywhere. But again, I love being face-to-face with prospects, and love to be a part of the community. That brings me the most, that's the most fun for me. It brings me the most joy. So we like to be a big part of the community.
Yeah, I get it. We like to be belly to belly, as they say. It's nice to do this kind of medium, but yeah, we like to shake hands and see one another close up. Again, if you're interested in some really fantastic IT sourcing, IT work behind the scenes for you to take the heat off you as a business, reach out to Scott and his team. They'll take care of you. Scott, thank you very much for coming on. I know you're a fantastic company. Reach out, grab them if you need them. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, William. Take care. Thank you.
Pleasure. I'm now handing it over to Dave for the weather.